Annyeonghaseyo everyone, Drama Cult is here with 7 reasons why It's Okay to Not Be Okay is the best K-drama of the year 2020. Before we get into the video, if this is your first time with us, do check out the contents of our channel. We have posted amazing videos related to Asian dramas. If you have not subscribed to us, please do subscribe. Also smash the bell icon to be notified whenever we release a video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter where we conduct various interesting discussions and polls. So let's jump right into the video. This is not a review, so it's gonna be spoiler free. Okay, off the bat, let me just say this drama is nothing short of a masterpiece, one of the best K dramas ever made. It's a must watch. Why do I say that? Here are my 7 reasons. Point number 1, the relevance of the underlying theme of the drama, which is mental health. I have never seen a drama that deals with such a complicated topic in such a sensible and relevant way, be it the way they throw light on the stigma associated with it or the way they make the audience understand the life of a person with mental disorder. And this is being done in the most subtle way possible through the lives of the main characters and the supporting characters, however small their role may be. We as an audience gets to learn a lot. Personally, I learned so much from this drama, more than from any other drama combined. All throughout, the writers stuck to the central theme of healing, they never strayed away from it. Point number 2, the acting. Oh my god, So Ye-ji, Kim Soo-hyung and Oh Jung-se, the 3 leads, they just rocked it on screen. Each of them portrayed roles that demanded a lot from them as actors, and boy did they deliver. They made us truly care for the eccentric antisocial children's book writer, mental hospital caregiver and the autistic brother. Every time any of their characters had a mental breakdown on screen, I was bawling my eyes out. Each of them gave out award-worthy sequences one after the other, especially towards the latter half of the drama. I can almost hear all the 2020 Daesangs chanting the name of the 3 of them, and they truly deserve it. Point number 3, the chemistry between So Ye-ji and Kim Soo-hyung. Damn, I am unable to describe it using words. They were perfect for each other through each and every sequence in the drama, be it their romantic scenes or their cute scenes or the bickering scenes or the emotional scenes. I rooted for them more than I rooted for any other K-drama couple. They will definitely go down in K-drama history as one of the best on-screen couple ever. Period. Point number 4, the ensemble of supporting characters. I have never seen a more lovable lot of supporting characters as this drama. The dynamic between each of them was so good. Special shout out to Jae-soo for being such a sweetheart. Manager Sang-in, hospital director Mr. Oh, cute assistant Sang-jae, Juri and her loving mom, everyone did their jobs amazingly well. Also, the patients at the hospital, even though they had lesser screen time, their backstories were so touching and relevant, especially Kwon Ki-do, Mr. Khan, and Jung Tae. Point number 5, the amazing storytelling. Each episode had a story of its own. They were like standalone movies. The way the writers intricately crafted in the stories written by Moon Young into each episode, remarkable. Notably, the boy who fed on nightmares, Zombie Kid, and the cheerful dog. The way parallels were drawn between the lives of the characters and different fairy tales, pure genius. There were so many epic dialogues in the drama. Life lessons that the viewers can take away definitely. Point number 6, production quality is off the chart magnificent. Production design, set design, cinematography so superior. Production house Studio Dragon has outdone itself yet again. Each frame of the drama is beautifully shot and the proportions for each frame just perfect. Hats off to the director and cinematographer. Overall, a visual buffet for the viewers. Point number 7, the entire soundtrack is so beautiful. It blends so well with the story and the sequence. Be it the lyrics, the tone, the singing, everything was just so perfect. I loved the entire soundtrack, but if I were to pick favorites, I would say Breathe by Sam Kim and Hallelujah by Kim Peel. So there you have it, 7 reasons why It's Okay to Not Be Okay is a must watch. Overall, this drama is a masterpiece. If you haven't watched it already, what are you waiting for? If you have already watched it, do you agree with our points? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your fellow K-drama fans. Check out our channel for amazing Asian drama content. Please do subscribe to us. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter for more interactive and exclusive Asian drama content. That's it for now guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.